You will never bath at midnight after watching this video, because bathing at midnight is something horrible nobody should try. And if you like bathing at midnight, watch this video to the end. A stubborn young girl ignored the one warning her grandmother repeated every night: never bathe at midnight. She thought it was just an old woman's superstition until the night she disobeyed, and something far more terrifying than she ever imagined came. In the quiet village of Asantemanso, where the moon often hung low like a watchful eye and the wind whispered secrets through the tall bamboo trees, there lived a young woman named Abina Sewa. She was beautiful, confident, headstrong, and sometimes too stubborn for her own good. Abina lived with her grandmother, Nanaya, a wise old woman who knew every proverb, every spirit, and every hidden danger of the land. Nanaya loved Abina dearly, but she worried because the girl had one strange habit. She loved to bathe late at night. No matter how many times Nanaya warned her, begged her, or scolded her, Abina would still fetch water from the backyard well and bathe under the moonlight, humming softly to herself. What Abina didn't know was that the darkness was humming back. And one night, something woke up. Something that had been waiting. Something that wanted her. Abina, Nanaya called one evening. "Come and sit here." Abina sighed, knowing what was coming. She plopped down on the wooden stool beside her grandmother, who was grinding herbs in a clay pot. "Every night, you go and bathe when the cock has long gone to sleep," Nana said. "Stop bathing at night, I beg you." "But Nana," Abina laughed lightly, "the night breeze is cool. The moonlight is beautiful. I enjoy it. Nothing will happen." Nanaya placed down the pestle and looked at her directly. "Something can happen," she said. "The night is not for us. There are things that move when we sleep. Spirits that hate the scent of soap. Shadows that haunt the sound of running water." Abina rolled her eyes. "Nana, you and your folktales. Listen to me, child," Nana whispered. "There is a spirit that roams between midnight and cockcrow. It is called Nsuahima, the water lady of the dark hour. She wanders looking for someone foolish enough to bathe when she walks. If she finds you—" "Nana," Abina interrupted gently, "it's okay. I'll be fine." But her grandmother grabbed her wrist with surprising strength. "You will not be fine. When Swahime takes someone, their voice becomes the wind, their body becomes the water, and their spirit never returns home." Abina freed her hand. Her face softened, but her stubbornness did not. "Nothing is going to happen," she whispered. But that night, she still bathed, and something watched her from the corner of the compound. Something with eyes like wet, shining stones. The next morning, Abina woke up feeling strange. Her skin felt too soft. Her ears rang with the faint sound of dripping water, even though the house was dry. At breakfast, Nanaya watched her. "Did you bathe last night?" Abina hesitated. "Yes." The old woman shook her head with fear. "My child, when you finished bathing, did you feel anything? Did you hear anything?" Abina swallowed. She remembered something. In the darkness, she had heard a soft voice, like a woman humming behind her. But when she turned, nothing was there, only a bowl of water rippling. She didn't want to worry Nana, so she said nothing. "No, I didn't hear anything," she lied. But the lie cost her, because that night, things got worse. At midnight, Abina rose again to bathe. The moon was full, the wind was cold, the yard was quiet, too quiet. She fetched water from the clay pot. As she poured it, she heard a soft splash. Even though she hadn't dropped anything, she froze. Then she saw it. A wet footprint. Another. They were approaching her, but no one was there. Abina's heart pounded. "Hello," she whispered. No reply, but the footprint stopped right behind her. Then, a deep, watery hum filled the air. The surface of her bathwater began to swirl on its own. The wind died instantly, as if holding its breath. Abina slowly backed away. But the water rose. A shape formed. A woman's figure made entirely of water. Tall, graceful, and terrible. Her voice was like the echo of a drowned soul. "Abina Sewa, you bathe when I walk." Abina screamed and ran inside, slamming the door. The water woman stopped at the doorway as if bound by an invisible line, then melted back into a pool that slowly seeped into the ground. Abina couldn't sleep. The image haunted her, but she told no one. If only she had told Nanaya, because the spirit wasn't finished. For 3 nights, Abina tried not to bathe at night. But every night at midnight, She heard dripping water outside her window. Drip, drip, drip. Then the humming began. A sweet, haunting melody that pulled her like a rope. By the fourth night, she couldn't resist. Her body felt feverish, her skin dry, her mind foggy. At exactly midnight, she stood up, almost as if someone else controlled her legs. She picked up her sponge, her bucket, her soap. She walked outside. Nana Ya, fast asleep, did not hear the door creak. The moonlight shone unnaturally bright. Abina dipped her hand into the water, and the water grabbed her. A cold, watery hand shot up from the bucket and held her wrist. She screamed, but the spirit rose again, towering above her, whispering, "You called me, and I have come." Nana Ya shot awake from a nightmare. In the dream, she saw Abina drowning in air. She rushed outside. What she saw made her collapse to her knees. Abina was suspended in the air, surrounded by a spiraling column of water. Her eyes were rolled back, her mouth hung open, her feet dangled helplessly. And the spirit, Nswahima, was merging with her. Nana Ya cried out, "Leave my granddaughter. Take me instead." The water spirit turned slowly. "Old woman, you warned her. She did not listen. She is mine." Abina reached out quickly. "And Nana, help me." Nana Ya grabbed her staff and drew an old protection symbol on the ground. "By the ancestors, by the spirits of the earth, release the girl." The water shook violently. For a moment, it seemed to walk. Abina began to fall toward her grandmother. But then, the wind died, the night darkened, and Swahima's voice thundered. "She has bathed in my hour. Her soul belongs to the water." The water closed over Abina's body like a coffin. Nana screamed her name, but Abina was sucked downward, into the earth, into the water, into darkness. All that remained was a puddle, and silence. For 7 days, the village searched, but Abina was gone. Everyone whispered that the water lady had taken her, but sometimes, at midnight, people heard footsteps behind the houses, wet footsteps, and humming, and those who woke early claimed that before the cock crowed, they heard a girl's voice calling softly, "Nenea, I am cold." Nana Ya grew old very quickly after that. She never smiled again. Every night she lit a lamp and placed it by the well. She hoped, prayed, that maybe Abina would find her way home. But spirits taken by Nswahima never returned. Years passed, and the tale spread across towns and villages. And now you've heard it too. So when the moon is full, and the night is too quiet, and you feel the urge to bathe at midnight, remember Abina Sawa. Remember the footprints. Remember the humming. Remember the water that moves on its own, because Nswahima still walks, still watches, still waits, and she loves people who bathe at night. Many moons passed after Abina Sawa's disappearance. The village of Asantemanso tried to forget, but how do you forget a girl taken by water that moved like a living creature? A girl swallowed by a spirit with no mercy. Stories faded, but Nana Ya, Abina's grandmother, never healed. One misty dawn, a little boy named Yoran to fetch water from the well. He leaned over and screamed, "There is a face in the water." Adults rushed to the scene. Some saw nothing. Some swore they saw hair floating. Some insisted they saw eyes staring up. But Nana Ya, she stepped forward, her heart pounding. When she looked into the water, her breath left her body, because the reflection staring back was not her own, it was Abina, her eyes black as the bottom of a river. Her lips moved. No sound came out, but Nana read the words, "No, no, help me." The villagers scattered in fear, but Nana Ya, her heart broke all over again. That night, the well overflowed for the first time in living memory, even though there had been no rain. Desperate, Nana Ya traveled to the next village to seek Okomfo Nyamkai, a spiritual priest known for confronting restless spirits. She told him everything: the bathing, the spirit, the disappearance, the reflection in the well. The priest's face grew dark. "Your granddaughter is neither alive nor fully dead," he said. "She is trapped in Sahima's watery domain, bound between worlds." Nana's voice trembled. "Can I bring her back?" The priest was silent for a long time. Finally, he said, "There is a way, but it is dangerous." "I don't care. You must know this," he continued. "If you try to free Abina, Nswahima will come for you. She does not release what she owns." Nana Ya raised her chin. "I would rather die trying to save my child than spend another night listening to her cry from the water." The priest nodded slowly. Then you will need 3 things. 1. A calabash of still water from a silent stream, one untouched by footsteps or light. 2. A strand of Abina's hair, something from her living days. 3. The courage to face the spirit at the hour she is strongest. Midnight. He paused. And finally, you must not look directly at Abina if she calls to you. Her half-spirit form will tempt you. If you look at her, she will pull you into her watery grave. Nana shivered, but she agreed. Her mind was set. For 2 days, Nana prepared. She found the silent stream deep in the forest, a place where even birds refused to sing. She carried the water home in a calabash sealed with palm leaves. She found a strand of Abina's hair hidden in an old comb. When the night of the ritual arrived, heavy clouds covered the moon. The village dogs refused to bark. The wind stopped moving. The silence felt alive. Nana placed the calabash beside the overflowing well and whispered, "Abina, wherever you are, tonight, we fight for your freedom." But the water was already listening. At midnight, the well began to glow with a sickening blue-green light. The water churned violently. Waves splashed over the edges. The air thickened with the smell of river moss. Then a shape rose from the well, tall, elegant, terrifying. Nsuahima, the water lady. Her body swirled like a storm trapped inside a woman's form. Her face was beautiful and monstrous at the same time, changing with each ripple. "Old woman," she hissed, her voice echoing like screams underwater. "You dare summon me?" Nana stood firm. "I want my granddaughter back." The spirit laughed, a chilling sound like bones knocking underwater. "She is mine. She bathed in my hour. She belongs to the deep." Nana held her staff tight. "You do not own her. She still calls to me. She still remembers." The spirit's form shuddered angrily. "Then let her answer." The water rose again. And this time, another shape formed beside the spirit. A thin figure. A trembling figure. A girl-shaped outline made entirely of shimmering water. It was Abina. But not the Abina Nana remembered. Her eyes were hollow. Her voice gurgled like someone speaking underwater. "Nana. I am cold." Nana sobbed. "My child. I'm here." The spirit laughed harshly. "She is mine. But if she wants to come to you, let her try." Abina stretched out her arms. Her voice cracked. "Nana, look at me." Nana froze. The priest's warning burned in her memory. "Do not look at her directly. If you do, she will drag you into the water world." Nana lowered her gaze and whispered, "I hear you, my child. I feel you. But I cannot look at you." Abina's voice sharpened. "Nana, look at me. Look. Please." But the tone was wrong. It wasn't her. It was the spirit trying to trick her. Water writhed around Abina's arms like chains. She was suffering. Nana lifted the calabash. "By the ancestors, by her mother's blood, by her living name, I call her back." She poured the silent stream water into the well. The entire earth trembled. Abina screamed. A sound that split the night. The spirit shrieked. "Stop. You cannot take her." Water whipped around wildly like living snakes. But Nana shouted over the storm. "Abina Sawa. Come home." The well exploded with light. Abina's watery form shimmered, broke apart, and then a human hand shot out of the well. Small. Warm. Alive. "Nana," a weak voice whispered. It was Abina. The real Abina. Flesh and blood. Soaked but alive. Nana grabbed her and pulled her out. But as soon as Abina crossed the threshold of the ritual circle, Nsuahima screamed with fury. "You have stolen from me. Then you will both pay." Her watery body surged out of the well. Towering. Roaring. Ready to strike. Nana shielded Abina. The spirit lunged. But as she crossed the ritual symbol drawn on the ground, she burst apart like shattered glass and dissolved into mist. The wind howled and went silent. The night ended. Abina collapsed into her grandmother's arms. Exhausted. Shaken. Human again. Alive. For days, Abina could barely speak. She stayed indoors, wrapped in cloths, trembling at every sound of dripping water. Finally, she whispered to Nana. I saw the world under the water. Dark, silent, full of voices that never stopped crying. I felt myself disappearing. She broke into tears. But Nana, you saved me. Nana held her tightly. The night is not for bathing, child. Now you understand. Abina never bathed after sunset again. And she carried a small protective talisman with her always. As for Nsuahima, some say she vanished. Others say she still lurks under wells and rivers, waiting for her next victim. Because spirits never forget. And the water lady hates defeat. If you walk near a well at night, or hear water moving when it shouldn't, or feel someone call your name from the darkness, do not answer. Do not look. Do not bathe after midnight. Because the water lady is still searching.